I was just talking about magic words, saying that if you're trained at school to understand that science means proof of something, and you assert scientific terminology such as experiment, that will automatically have the magic effect that is desired when you invoke this language.
The point against Nathan was, how was Bob going to be able to prove the point that he was trying to make? And our point is, he can't. That's the whole point. It's
No,
not
that was
science.
my point. That was my point.
Yeah, but you
can't.
stated, how can Bob prove? And the answer is, he can't, because he can't manipulate the stars. So to prove what the stars are doing, you've got to prove what you believe is your presumed cause, i.e. either Earth spin or star rotation. And you can do neither. So in science, you can't prove whichever one you believe you think you're looking at. So in science, you can't do it. You have to do it outside of science. It's pseudoscience. It's not actually science. That's the point that Nathan was trying to get across. And you're saying, well, how can Bob prove it? He can't. That's the point.
Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video may contain copyrighted material being used underneath the Fair Use Act to expose the fuckery. It's Flat Earth Outtakes number 5, Gyro Experiment. Have a good day.
First level. All right, mechanical gyro. This is designed and constructed in-house. Basically, it's a big slab of metal that's been machined on a CNC machine, designed and made by ourselves. And it's a big gyroscope. And obviously, this was started by a particular member who really wanted to play around with gyroscopes. Stefan Pois, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce his surname. And the idea is to test whether or not we can detect the rotation of the Earth. It moves at 15 degrees per hour. And a lot of people claim that that's a really slow speed, that you can't actually detect it. But we've done tests already within the YouTube community that established that a normal mechanical gyroscope that's not even a precise precision one, although it was designed to be, will actually detect 15 degrees an hour of inertia or rotation. And the idea behind this one is to test it in different areas. So we could like test it on different angles, different axes, and basically see if we can detect any 15 degrees an hour of Earth rotation. Because of course we're rotating all of the time, but we're told that it's too slow for us to detect. But 15 degrees an hour isn't too slow to detect. And if you have a bigger gyro that spins slower, it should spin for longer without any interaction with it. And the idea again is to try and test specifically whether or not we can detect the rotation of the Earth using some specific bespoke, in-house designed, built gyroscopes. Obviously, we're testing it. Again, this is really exciting because we're all familiar with the arguments that go back and forth with regards to gyroscopes and what they do and don't do, what they should and shouldn't be. They're often described as toys. There's nothing toy about the physics behind this so-called toy. So even if it is a toy, the idea is that we can prove that it's sensitive enough to determine or prove, or it's sensitive enough to demonstrate 15 degrees an hour. But we're on an Earth that's supposed to be spinning at 15 degrees an hour. So obviously that's what we're trying to prove is or is not the case. And obviously with it all being in-house and designed and manufactured and implemented by a member of FE Core himself, there's obviously quite a lot of self-pride in that particular experiment.